from the burning desert to the deep blue ocean, then up to the Misty Mountains. This journey will take you across 3 lands with 3 different souls of America, Nevada, Florida, and Washington State. Each place is a world of its own, with beauty, rhythm, and feelings that cannot be mixed. Together, they create a colorful picture of an America that is bright, deep, and full of surprises. In Nevada, in the middle of the dry desert, Las Vegas shines like an oasis of lights and dreams. The streets are bright with neon lights, and the endless nights of music, games, and lights make this place the entertainment capital of the world. But Nevada is not only Las Vegas. It is also the red mountains glowing in the sunset at the Valley of Fire, the crystal-clear Lake Tahoe, and the journey roaming through wild nature and freedom to the fullest. From the Golden Sands, we move southeast, where Florida stretches between 2 oceans, a place where the sun seems never to set. The Sunshine State gives a feeling of liveliness and freedom. The long, white, sandy beaches in Miami, the colorful art districts, and the theme parks in Orlando, where childhood and dreams come together. Florida is not only a destination, but also a mood, where people live slower, smile more, and enjoy every moment under the gentle, warm sun. And when the journey moves northwest, Washington State appears like a symphony of nature. This is the land of endless pine forests, vast lakes reflecting snowy mountains, and cities with a constant creative spirit. Seattle, the heart of the state, is a place where music, coffee, and technology blend, creating a young and energetic rhythm of life. But just a few hours away, you will find the peaceful scenery of Mount Rainier, or Olympic National Park, where nature paints skies that leave you in awe. 3 destinations, 3 personalities, 3 pieces representing the magical diversity of America. From the bright lights of Nevada, the ocean breeze of Florida, to the calm green of Washington, all blend into an emotional journey, where every moment is a story, and every land is a dream unfolding before your eyes. Let us set off together to feel America not only with our eyes, but also with our hearts. Nevada, the land of light, desert, and endless dreams. In the wild west of America, where the sun burns hot on the golden sand, Nevada shines with Las Vegas, the city that never sleeps, where neon lights cut through the night and turn dreams into reality. But Nevada is not only about casinos and entertainment. Behind the bright lights are tall, snowy mountains, clear blue lakes, great man-made wonders, and art festivals that surprise the world. This land is full of contrasts, wild but modern, harsh but charming, peaceful but bright. In this journey, let Travel Love take you to explore Nevada, called the Silver State of America. It shows a beauty that is free and mysterious, and explains why, in the dry desert, This place becomes one of the most attractive destinations in the world. Nevada is in the western United States. It is the 7th largest state by area. It has no sea, but it has many different natural landscapes. On the west, Nevada borders California, the land of Los Angeles and Silicon Valley. On the east, it borders Utah, with its famous Red Rock National Parks. To the north, it borders Idaho and Oregon, and to the south, it borders Arizona. The capital of Nevada is Carson City, but the most famous city is Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world. The land of Nevada is full of wide deserts. In the south is the Mojave Desert, and in the center and north is the Great Basin Desert. Between them are valleys and tall mountain ranges. On the west, the Sierra Nevada mountains create a beautiful natural picture. The climate here is very dry. Summers are hot, winters are very cold, and the temperature between day and night changes a lot. The history of Nevada is also very rich. Before Europeans arrived, this land was home to Native American tribes like the Paiute, Shoshone, and Washoe. They lived close to nature through hunting, gathering, and traditions. In the 18th century, Spanish explorers came and gave the land the name Nevada, which means snow-covered, to describe the White Mountains. In the 19th century, Nevada became the center of the gold and silver rush in the United States. In 1859, the discovery of the Comstock Lode silver mine turned Nevada into the biggest mining center in the country at that time. In 1864, during the Civil War, Nevada officially became the 36th state of the United States. In the 20th century, Nevada changed again. In 1931, the state made gambling legal, a historic decision that opened the way for Las Vegas, the world's entertainment capital. At the same time, the Hoover Dam project began. It was a great engineering work, giving power and water for city growth. From then, Nevada entered the age of neon lights, luxury casinos, and cities that never sleep, but it still keeps its history and its grand nature. When people think of Nevada, the first name is always Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world, the city that never sleeps. Here, bright lights shine through the desert night, with luxury casinos, grand resorts, and endless parties. The heart of the city is the Las Vegas Strip, almost 7 kilometers long, filled with famous landmarks. From the elegance of Bellagio, the Roman style of Caesar's Palace, the romantic Venice at the Venetian, to the Egyptian mystery of Luxor, and the modern glory of MGM Grand. The Bellagio fountains are a true symbol of Las Vegas. Every night, hundreds of water jets, lights, and music create a magical show in the desert. Recently, the world was amazed by the Sphere, a giant globe covered with the largest LED screen on Earth, now a global check-in spot. But Las Vegas is not only about gambling. It is also a giant stage of art and emotion. Cirque du Soleil shows, concerts with world stars, amazing magic, and colorful festivals make Las Vegas feel like a bright dream come true. Leaving the bright lights of Las Vegas, Nevada still hides amazing wonders, and one of them is the Hoover Dam. Located on the border of Nevada and Arizona, this great construction is called an engineering masterpiece of the 20th century. Standing over 220 meters high, the Hoover Dam is not only a giant wall of steel and concrete holding back the Colorado River, but also the source of life for the American Southwest, giving electricity and water to millions of people. From the top of the dam, visitors see the stunning Lake Mead, the largest man-made lake in the United States. Its emerald green water spreads wide in the desert, surrounded by tall rocky mountains, creating a beautiful contrast between the harsh nature and the amazing power of human creation. Farther to the northwest, Lake Tahoe shines with a heavenly beauty. Lying between Nevada and California, it is one of the largest natural freshwater lakes, so clear that snowy mountains are reflected on its surface. In summer, Tahoe is a paradise for kayaking, cycling, and hiking. In winter, it turns into a famous skiing destination with luxury resorts. A part of Death Valley also lies in Nevada, one of the harshest places on Earth, where the temperature once reached nearly 57 degrees Celsius, the hottest ever recorded. Yet, in the burning heat and extreme dryness, this land shows a surreal beauty. Endless golden sand dunes, rocky mountains changing colors under the sunlight, and a night sky full of millions of stars all make visitors feel like stepping onto another planet. Harsh, but magical. Just 30 minutes from Las Vegas, Red Rock Canyon appears like a masterpiece of nature in the Nevada desert. The bright red cliffs shine under the sun, and winding trails run through sand and stone valleys, creating a grand view that is both wild and charming. This is a paradise for adventure lovers. Hiking, climbing, biking, or simply enjoying the scenery and taking beautiful photos with the glowing red rocks of the desert. Besides Las Vegas, Nevada also has Reno, the city called the biggest little city in the world. Reno is smaller than Las Vegas, but still full of life with casinos, classic car shows, colorful hot air balloon festivals, and outdoor music events. From Reno, visitors can easily reach Lake Tahoe, making the city an important gateway for travel. Nevada is also famous for Burning Man, the most unique art festival in the world, held every year in the Black Rock Desert. For 1 week, tens of thousands of people from many countries come here and build a temporary city in the desert. They create art, music, performances, and in the end, they burn a giant wooden man, a symbol of freedom, creativity, and community. Burning Man is not just a festival. It is a life experience, a way of living that many people dream to try at least once. The culture of Nevada is very unique. It is a mix of many traditions. Here, people still keep the values of the Paiute, Shoshone, and Washoe tribes. At the same time, Nevada also has strong Spanish and Mexican influence in language, food, and festivals. Of course, modern entertainment is also a big part of Nevada, with casinos, music, and colorful shows. Beside Burning Man, Nevada has hot air balloon festivals in Reno, craft beer festivals, and wine festivals. All of this makes a rich picture of lifestyle and creativity. The people of Nevada are very diverse. This state is a meeting place of Native Americans, Spanish, Mexican, European, and Asian communities. People here are friendly, open, and free in spirit. They also keep the pioneer spirit from history, like the miners who once searched for gold and silver. The people of Nevada are very diverse. People here are friendly, open, and free in spirit. This state is a meeting place of Native Americans, Spanish, Mexican, European, and Asian communities. They also keep the pioneer spirit from history, like the miners who once searched for gold and silver. Nevada is truly a land of contrasts. It is bright and lively, but also quiet and calm. It is modern, but still keeps its wild beauty. It is shining on the outside, but also rich in culture. Here, visitors can enjoy everything: the never-sleeping Las Vegas, the great mountains, the mystery of the desert, the art festivals, and the amazing food. If you want a place with fun, nature, and culture, Nevada is the perfect choice. Come to the shining heart of the American desert and feel its magic for yourself. Florida is called the Sunshine State. It is the state of sun, where the bright sun seems to never stop shining. Here, the white sand beaches go along the blue-green water of the Atlantic Ocean and the Gulf of Mexico. It is also the place where modern cities live together with the wild beauty of nature. Florida is not only a famous travel place, but also the land of meeting and mixing. It is where the lively Latin culture meets modern American life. It is where the history of Europe joins with the marks of native people. It is also where people can find both busy life and quiet peace. Florida has the strong and full life of a bright and shining land. Here, you can enjoy the exciting life of Miami. You can enter the magic world of Disney World in Orlando. You can have an adventure in the wild Everglades swamp. You can also watch the wonderful sunset in Key West. Florida is the perfect mix of holiday, adventure, and discovery. It is a paradise where everyone who comes will take away bright and happy memories. Florida is in the southeast of the United States. It has the Atlantic Ocean on the east, the Gulf of Mexico on the west, and it touches Georgia and Alabama on the north. With the shape of a long peninsula going into the sea, Florida has a coast that is more than 2,170 kilometers long, one of the longest coasts in the United States. Because of this special land, the state has a subtropical and tropical climate. This makes the weather warm all year, and it makes Florida a holiday paradise in every season. Besides the sea, this state is also famous for rivers, lakes, and swamps. The Everglades area is a big tropical swamp. It is the home of many wild animals, like the American alligator, the Florida panther, and the bright pink flamingo. The history of Florida is also full of changes and many colors. Before the Europeans came, this land was the home of native tribes like the Timucua, the Calusa, and the Seminole. In 1513, the Spanish explorer Juan Ponce de León came here for the first time and called the land La Florida, which means the land of flowers. After many times of changing control between Spain and England, Florida was officially bought by the United States in 1821. It became the 27th state in 1845. During the American Civil War, Florida was on the side of the Southern Confederacy. But after the war, the land recovered fast and grew with farming, real estate, and especially tourism. The mix of cultures from native people, Spain, Africa, Latin America, and the Caribbean made a very special identity of Florida, both familiar and new. And to feel the full attraction of Florida, let us start the journey with one of the most famous places, Miami. This is one of the most lively cities, where the sun is bright, the sea is blue like emerald, and the busy life never stops. Located by the Atlantic Ocean, Miami is famous for South Beach. It is a beach with soft white sand, clear water, and the colorful Ocean Drive street full of energy. When night comes, Miami changes into a different place, a paradise of fun with bright lights, bars, loud clubs, and hot Latin music. Not only modern, Miami also has the soul of Cuban culture. In Little Havana, visitors can walk on streets full of Latin feeling. They can drink a strong Cuban coffee, enjoy a handmade cigar, and dance to the charming salsa. Miami is the place where modern meets tradition, and America mixes with Latin, making a special music of cultures that no other place has. Orlando is the capital of theme parks, the place where every childhood dream can come true. The most famous is Walt Disney World Resort, the biggest entertainment complex in the world and the never-ending symbol of Orlando, which welcomes millions of visitors every year. When you come here, you feel like you are in a fairy tale world with beautiful castles, classic Disney characters, and games that bring magic for all ages. Not stopping there, Orlando also has Universal Studios Florida, a paradise for movie lovers. Here, you can walk into the world of famous films and enjoy exciting rides full of thrills. If you love the ocean, SeaWorld Orlando will show you amazing shows with killer whales, dolphins, and other smart sea animals. It opens a journey to discover the wonderful world of the ocean. The variety and charm of these theme parks make Orlando the perfect place not only for children, but also for families and adults with a big love for adventure. Tampa Bay is an important port city where economy, culture, and fun come together in harmony. Tampa is famous for Busch Gardens, a theme park with a zoo where you can see lions, tigers, African elephants, and also try exciting rides. This city is also a sports center with professional teams, and it has many museums, shopping areas, and great restaurants. Key West is the southernmost point of Florida, with a romantic and peaceful beauty. The place has old wooden houses, small streets with many trees, and magical sunsets on the sea. Key West was once the home of the writer Ernest Hemingway, and now his house is a famous place for visitors. Visitors can also enjoy activities like diving, kayaking, or riding a bicycle around the island to feel the quiet and calm air. Everglades National Park is one of the biggest tropical swamps in the world, and it is listed by UNESCO as a World Natural Heritage. Here, you can take a special airboat to move through the canals and see American alligators, turtles, flamingos, and hundreds of rare plants and animals. Everglades is clear proof of the wild beauty and the rich nature of Florida. Daytona Beach is the paradise of speed and festivals, where the sound of car engines mixes with the soft waves of the sea. This beach city is known all over the world for the legendary NASCAR races at Daytona International Speedway, a meeting place for millions of speed fans every year. Not only famous for racing, Daytona also has a long and wide beach with soft sand and open space, perfect for sunbathing, walking, or playing exciting sports like volleyball, surfing, and jet skiing. In the summer, Daytona becomes a big stage with music festivals, fireworks, and outdoor events, giving a busy and exciting feeling all day and night. Fort Lauderdale is called the Venice of America because of its many canals, and it is a paradise for people who love life on the water. This city is a perfect place for visitors to try a luxury yacht, ride on small boats along the canals, and look at the rich houses by the river. Fort Lauderdale is also famous for its long beaches, clear blue water, and soft sunshine all year. Not only the beach, this place is also a top center for shopping, eating, and fun, with lively streets full of bars, restaurants, and modern shops. When night comes, the city becomes even more bright and exciting than ever. Naples is different from the busy places because it has a peaceful, rich, and elegant beauty. This city is famous for its white sand beaches, calm blue water, and coconut trees moving softly in the wind. Not only beautiful with nature, Naples is also called the golf capital of Florida, with many world-class golf courses that attract rich people and fans of this noble sport. The city is also the culture and art center of the area, with many galleries, theaters, museums, and art events happening often. Luxury resorts, high-class spas, and five-star restaurants make Naples the perfect place for people who want peace, style, and a fine way of life. Florida still has many other interesting things. It is the only state in the United States where you can see alligators and sharks living in nature together. Florida is also the home of the Kennedy Space Center in Cape Canaveral, where NASA sent the Apollo ships to the moon, and where the dreams of space continue today. With more than 30,000 lakes, including the very big Lake Okeechobee, Florida is called the land of sea, lakes, and rivers. And special, because of the nice weather, people here can swim in the sea all year, something that is rare in other states of the United States. The culture of Florida is a lively mix of many cultures. From salsa, reggaeton, and jazz music in Miami, to street art in Orlando and Tampa, all bring colors to the state. From Latin festivals like Cale Ocho Festival, to the pirate party Gasparilla Pirate Festival, and the Florida Film Festival, everything makes a cultural picture with many colors. The people of Florida are also as diverse as the land itself. They are friendly, open, full of energy, and they love sports. Florida is the home of many famous teams like Miami Heat in the NBA and Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the NFL. Because of this, the love of sports is always strong in the cities of Florida. The food of Florida is also something you cannot forget. From the famous Cuban sandwich of the Cuban community, the sweet key lime pie from Key West, to the fresh stone crab and rich seafood from the sea, all make visitors love it. Florida is also the land of American oranges, where fresh orange juice is a symbol you cannot miss. The food here shows a fine mix between traditional American taste and Latin Caribbean influence, making a food experience that is rich and special. Florida is truly a paradise of sunshine, where you can find great nature, rich history, diverse culture, and modern, busy cities. When you come to Florida, you can swim in the clear blue water of the beaches, feel adventure in the Everglades, join lively Latin festivals, taste special food, or simply relax under the bright golden sun. No matter if you love peaceful holidays, want adventures, or enjoy art and culture, Florida always has something for you. And surely, once you come to this sunshine land, you will take home memories you can never forget, and you will always want to come back many more times. Washington State, often called Washington, is one of the most special states of the United States. It is in the northwest corner of the continent. Washington has both the wild beauty of great nature and the busy life of a creative land. It is the only state that has the name of the first president of America, George Washington. This is a way to honor history, and it is also a reminder of the pioneer spirit, the wish for freedom, and the strong will to rise again and again. People who visit Washington one time can be charmed easily by the perfect mix of forests, seas, cities, and people. This makes Washington become a green heart of the United States. Located in the Pacific Northwest, Washington shares a border with Canada in the north, Oregon in the south, Idaho in the east, and the Pacific Ocean in the west. This position makes Washington a strategic gateway of the United States to the Pacific Ocean, and also a bridge with Canada and Asia. Washington is not only important in geopolitics, but it also has very rich landforms. In the west, there's a long coast with bays and islands. In the east, there's a dry plateau with many farming fields. In the middle of the state, there is the Cascade Range, with high mountains and active volcanoes. Mount Rainier, higher than 4,300 meters, is covered with white snow all year and stands like a holy symbol in the heart of local people. More to the west, the Olympic Peninsula takes visitors to a very different world, with thick temperate rainforests, wild rocky coasts, and quiet valleys. This difference and variety make Washington rich in natural identity, and it is not the same as any other state. Before Europeans arrived, this land was home to many Native American tribes, such as Coast Salish, Chinook, Yakama, and Nez Perce. In the 18th century, the Spanish and the British started to explore the Pacific Ocean and came to Washington. In 1792, the British explorer George Vancouver went deep into Puget Sound and gave names to many places that still exist today. By the middle of the 19th century, after the Oregon Treaty between the United States and Britain, Washington officially became part of the United States. In 1853, Washington Territory was created, and on November 11, 1889, Washington became the 42nd state of the Union. In the 20th century, Washington quickly became an important industrial center. Boeing, the famous airplane company, was founded in Seattle in 1916, making this city the world's capital of aviation for many decades. From airplanes used in World War II to modern jet planes, Boeing helped to shape Washington. By the end of the century, a new wave appeared: technology. Microsoft was born here by Bill Gates, and Amazon of Jeff Bezos also started in Seattle, making Washington a global symbol of innovation and creativity. When talking about Washington, we cannot forget Seattle. People call Seattle the Emerald City because of the endless green trees around it, mixed with the water of Puget Sound and the faraway mountains. Seattle is the biggest city of Washington state, and it is also the center of economy, technology, and culture of the whole Pacific Northwest. This place is modern and busy, but it also has green natural beauty because it is surrounded by mountains, old forests, and the sea. When people think about Seattle, they often think first about the Space Needle, a tall observation tower built in 1962 for the World's Fair. From the top of the tower, visitors can see the whole city, the snowy mountains far away, and Elliott Bay shining under the sun. Another famous place is Pike Place Market, the oldest farmers' market in the United States, opened in 1907. The market is not only a place for buying and selling, but also a cultural space with loud voices of sellers, the smell of fresh seafood, colorful flower stalls, and the art of throwing fish by fishermen. This is also the place where the first Starbucks store in the world was born, a must-visit spot for coffee lovers. Seattle is not only a city to look at, but also a city to live in and to feel. With its rich food, unique coffee culture, lively music, and creative life, it has become one of the most memorable destinations in Washington. Mount Rainier is an active volcano, and it is also the highest mountain in Washington state, with a height of 4,392 meters. It is surrounded by Mount Rainier National Park, which was created in 1899, and this place is one of the natural treasures of the United States. In spring and summer, the slopes of Mount Rainier are full of many wildflowers, making it a paradise for people who love trekking and photography. In autumn, the forests change colors to yellow and red, creating a view like in a painting. In winter, Rainier becomes a perfect place for skiing and ice climbing. One of the most famous places for visitors is Paradise, an area with beautiful wildflower meadows and a wonderful view of the snowy mountaintop. Also, Sunrise, at the highest point that cars can reach, gives a fantastic sunrise view, where the sun slowly rises behind the Great Mountains. Rainier is not only a place for tourists, but it also has deep spiritual meaning for local people, who see the mountain as holy. The mix of natural beauty and cultural value makes Rainier an eternal symbol of Washington state. Different from the quiet and majestic Mount Rainier, Mount St. Helens reminds people of a terrible natural disaster. On May 18, 1980, the mountain erupted strongly, making the top lose more than 400 meters of height, killing 57 people, and destroying hundreds of square kilometers of forest. This is considered the biggest volcanic eruption in the modern history of the United States. The area around has also recovered strongly, as plants and animals slowly return, changing the destroyed land into proof of the strong life of nature. For visitors who love adventure, the trails around Mount St. Helens are chances to explore a unique landscape, a mix of volcanic ash marks and a reborn ecosystem. This is a place where every step makes you feel the harsh, but also wonderful power of the earth. Olympic National Park is one of the most special national parks in the United States because it has mountains, temperate rainforests, and wild coasts. It was recognized by UNESCO as a World Natural Heritage Site, and it is a paradise for people who love exploring. The whole rainforest is famous for its old trees covered with green moss, giving the feeling of entering a mysterious world. Trails like Hall of Mosses and Spruce Nature Trail guide visitors deep into the magical space, where light comes through the thick leaves and makes a mysterious view. The Olympic Coast gives a very different experience, with wild beaches like Rialto Beach and Ruby Beach, where there are big sea stacks and waves crashing into white foam. The sunset here is considered one of the most beautiful moments in Washington. The Olympic Mountains, with snowy peaks all year, especially Hurricane Ridge, are perfect places for hiking, skiing, and seeing the grand view. Olympic National Park is not only a tourist place, but also a natural treasure that Washington is proud to keep. In the middle of Washington, you can find a small town with strong Bavarian style from Germany, and that is Leavenworth. It was once a dying logging town, but Leavenworth was reborn in the 1960s when people rebuilt it in German architecture and culture. Today, Leavenworth is famous for special festivals such as Oktoberfest, the German Beer Festival, and Christmas Lighting Festival, which attract thousands of visitors every year. Walking on stone streets with wooden European houses on both sides, you can feel like you are in a village in faraway Bavaria. The food here also has strong German taste, from bratwurst sausages, fresh beer, to traditional cakes. Its location near the Cascade Mountains also makes Leavenworth a great place for outdoor activities like hiking, kayaking, or just enjoying the view. In the northwest of Washington, Port Townsend is a small coastal town, but has great historical value. In the 19th century, people hoped it would become the biggest seaport of the Northwest because of its strategic position near Puget Sound. Today, Port Townsend is famous for its Victorian buildings that are still kept in good condition. Walking along the main streets, visitors can see old shops, art cafes, and galleries. The town is also well known for cultural festivals, such as the Wooden Boat Festival, where hundreds of handmade boats are shown. Port Townsend is also attractive because of the peaceful feeling of a coastal town, with calm bays, small beaches, and purple sunsets. It is a perfect place for visitors to find peace and slow moments in their journey to explore Washington. Between Seattle and Olympia, Tacoma is an important port city, and it is also a famous art center of Washington. The city is connected with the name of the world-known glass artist Dale Chihuly, and because of that, Tacoma is proud to have the Museum of Glass, a special museum of glass art. Tacoma is also attractive with its historic buildings, art districts, and Point Defiance Park, one of the biggest urban parks in the United States, with a zoo, beaches, and green forests. Tacoma has both the industrial life of a port city and the creative spirit of art, making it an interesting stop in the journey to explore Washington. Finally, we cannot forget Olympia, the capital of Washington State. Not as busy as Seattle or Tacoma, Olympia has a peaceful and thoughtful beauty. The Washington State Capitol is the main building, with a big dome standing on a hill and looking over Puget Sound. The culture of Washington is a mix of native and modern. The traditions of Native American people are still alive in many festivals, museums, and heritage sites. Music, art, movies, and literature all leave strong marks, making the state a land of creativity. Washington people also feel close to nature. They like hiking, kayaking, skiing, camping, and they always care about protecting the environment. This state is also a leader in clean energy and conservation policies. People in Washington are described as open, friendly, creative, and responsible with the community. From technology engineers in global companies, apple farmers in Wenatchee, to street artists in Seattle, all of them make the identity of the people here. They are diverse but united, modern but still close to nature and tradition. Food in Washington shows the mix of the sea, the mountains, and the farms. You can eat fresh salmon from Puget Sound, sweet Dungeness crab, or big oysters from Hood Canal. East Washington gives fine wine from Yakima, Red Mountain, and Walla Walla. Washington apples are crisp and sweet, and they are famous in the world. Of course, there is also coffee, from Starbucks to many small shops with their own style. This makes a strong coffee culture. Food from many countries is also rich here. Japanese sushi, Vietnamese pho, Chinese dim sum, and Mexican tacos. All of them show the diverse immigrant community of the state. At the end of a journey in Washington, people bring home more than photos. It is the wonder of nature, the joy of creativity, and the warmth of the people here. Washington is not only a state, it is an experience, a story, and a land to return to and explore again. This place reminds us of the wild beauty that must be protected, and it gives inspiration for ideas of the future. Maybe this balance makes Washington one of the best states to live in and visit in the United States, a bright emerald in the Northwest. And then, when the journey comes to an end, we realize that each land is not only a destination, but also an emotion. Nevada is a place that awakens the fire of passion and boldness in everyone. Florida brings joy, youthfulness, and the brightness of sun-filled days. Washington State is a place where we can calm our hearts, find peace in nature, and within ourselves. Three lands, three shades, three different rhythms, yet together they create a beautiful harmony of the American spirit. Free, diverse, and full of life. Whether you are a dreamer, an explorer, or simply looking for a place to slow down, the journey through Nevada, Florida, and Washington will make your heart expand. To love this country more, and to see that the world outside still holds countless wonders waiting to be discovered. Pack your backpack and let your heart lead the way, because the true journey never ends. There are only new beginnings for the next dreams.